Hello, my little creatives, and welcome back to another episode of Drawfully Fun Draw with me. Today we're going back to the water to go on another water adventure, but this time we're going to be hanging out with not only one, but two of my cute and adorable characters. We're drawing sea otters, two little sea otters that are in love. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start today with the nose. No, we're not starting with the eyes today. We're starting with a little nose. It's going to be a cute little jelly bean / little V-like nose right here in the middle of the page. Well, more off to the right of the page. This is going to be the first little sea otter, a little boy sea otter. He's going to be looking over at his little companion over here. So let's go ahead and do his little hooks right under his nose. One to the left and one to the right. There we go. Let's go ahead and do a little open mouth for him. So right here from the bottom, go left to right with a little tongue in the middle. Awesome. Now the reason I wanted to start this off first was because this is going to serve as the baseline for the eyes. So the snout comes first, followed by the eyes. So from the right side of our nose, we're going to come around and create kind of like a little border all around the mouth. One right here and one right here. And then we're going to connect it on the bottom with a big old happy face curve. Boop, like that. So it's a little border around the face, around the mouth. All right, and you see these two little curves that we just did here. These are those little cheek lines. That's going to be the baseline to our eyes. So right here, we're going to go up into an oval, make little egg shapes right on top of those little rainbow curves. Same thing over here, a big old rainbow curve all the way around to about where the nose begins. There we go. So they look like little bunny ears almost. Looking good, looking good. Let's go ahead and do our eyes. Our eyes are going to look to the left because he's looking over at his little girlfriend over here. So let's make sure that the pupils are both facing to the left. 1 and 2. All right, let's go ahead and do a stripe right down the middle here so we can set up for our ladders all the way down. There we go. The outside stays white. The inside is going to get that color, and the middle is going to get the color, and then the inside is going to be that black pupil. So let's go ahead and do the stripes right up for our ladders all the way up to the tippity top. There we go. And we're going to do sparkles before we color in our pupils. So big circle on top, little circle on bottom, big circle on top, little circle on bottom. There we go. There we go. Looking cute. Looking cute. Let's get those pupils colored in as we always do here in Drawfully Fun. We like that cute factor. So let's go ahead and make sure he looks adorable. There we go. Awesome. Cute little eyes. Now, something else is bugging me here that I really want to color in. I don't know about you, but this little section here is bothering me. So I'm going to go ahead and just color that in already. Make those cute little shadowed mouth. There we go. Oh, much better. Much, much better. I love it. I'm also going to add a little line right here just to give it a little bit of depth. A little wrinkle on the nose. All right. Ooh, don't forget the eyebrows. Let's do a little eyebrows right there. Looking good, looking good. All right, now the fun begins. Let's go ahead and do the whole, words are hard, my goodness. Let's do the structure of the head. Let's go ahead and do a little forehead bump right here. Now, since he's looking off to the left, we're going to have more of the back side of his head here than we do on the left. So this side's going to be really small. Just above the left eye, we're going to come down and make a little forehead bump and connect it down to the bottom. Boop, like that. Okay. And then over here on the back side, we're going to have a big old space here for the back of the head. So we're going to start all the way over here, about maybe 1 finger space in between, and start just about over here. Do a line that goes into our first triangle because we want our sea otters to be nice and furry, super, super furry and cute. The furrier, the cuter. That's what I think. So 3 triangles, followed by that jawline all the way across. There we go. Cute little jawline. Love it. Now, sea otters have really tiny ears. They kind of look like teddy bear ears, but just a little smaller. So what I'm going to do is a small rainbow curve that connects to this line where we left off. Nice little rainbow curve right here, followed by the inner line that would serve as the inner ear. Okay, so nothing fancy, just a small little rainbow curve. And then right up here is going to be, of course, our mohawk. So we're going to have 3 triangles that are going off to the left here. So I'm going to bring it up from the ear, go all the way up into our first triangle. Number 1. Number 2 is going to face to the left. And number 3 is going to start heading downwards a little bit and connect to the top of the head right there. Look at that. He looks so cute. I love him. He's looking over here. He's looking for his girlfriend. Where is his girlfriend? We got to find her. He wants to be with her. All right. Let's go ahead and do the body. So our body is going to be kind of curved. So they're going to end up looking like, not a heart. I wouldn't say a heart, but they're going to be curving into each other almost. So what I want to do is have an arm that is bent over here. So we're going to start coming down from the jawline into 2 triangles. 1, 2, and then this line is going to be a C-shaped curve that's going to turn into the elbow. So bring this around into the letter C and end it with a triangle point. Okay. And then this part's going to be the bottom of the arm. So we're going to follow off where we left off and come over here for the bottom of the arm. There we go. All right. So let's close out the top here. So we're going to do a little curve coming down from again, then the little jaw, and then do the top of the arm. So start over here and bring it all the way around. Kind of leave off where we left off on this one. So now you see we have this little elbow turning inwards, and we're going to close it off with a little bubble. That's going to be his little paw. Like that. And then 2 little lines to show his toes. I cannot talk. I don't know what it is this week, but my words are just getting all twisted up. My goodness. All right, let's do the second arm. The second arm is going to be facing down because it's going to be holding his little girlfriend's hand right over here. So we're going to do the same thing we did with this, 2 little triangles to show that fuzziness. So triangle number 1, number 2, and then curve this outwards to the left, and then into a little circle for the paw, and then back up. And we have our toe lines as well, just like we did for the other one. Like that. And then eventually when we do the girl, she's going to come down right over here and have her hand behind his. All right. So let's go ahead and do the back of the body now. So we're going to have him kind of tilting in this way. So from the elbow line, we're going to start off with 3 triangles coming down and a slight curve going in. And we're going to stop just below the arm about right here so that we could do a little foot eventually right here. So we're going to do this into 3 triangles. 1, 2, and 3. Start curving it inwards. 3. See how it has that slight curve going in? And then we do a small little line. Again, use your hand as a reference point over here, this little paw. Bring it down to where you want the little foot to go. Kind of make a dot where you want to go. And just close this out like that. There we go. And this is where we're going to have that first paw right here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and draw it out so I can have it as a reference point for where my other lines are going to go. So we'll do a big old circle or oval, big old oval, a little egg shape right here. All right. Let's curve this outside part. Now this is going to be the little hip that's going to be touching her hip. So they're going to be kind of hip bumping each other in the water. So where we left off on his left hand, we're going to bring this out into a slight curve to make a hip and then back in. Boop, like that. So you see how it's kind of making the body turn into each other like this? There you go. And then this is where we get the second paw right here. Same oval all the way around. Boop. And close it off with a very, very basic line that just goes boop, And we got a body. Look at that. He's so cute. Even without all his details, he already looks adorable. I love him. Let's do the inner belly so we can get a little bit more details going here. So right underneath the face, just below here, we're going to follow the shape of the body and just do a little curve going all the way around on top of the toes. Bring it behind the foot in this invisible path down to the bottom. Connect it to the other leg and then bring it back up following the shape of your backside. Connect it to more or less where this line is so that it all matches up. See, there you go. With a small inner belly, it makes a big difference. And of course, we can make little paw prints on the bottom. So we're going to do 3 little circles. 1, 2, 3. And a little bump in the middle. Paw pad. There we go. Let's do the second one. 1, 2, 3. And a little paw pad. Super cute. Look at him. He's adorable. All right, so the little boy is done. Let's go ahead and head over to the little girl. She's going to be very similar, but with a few differences. Her body is going to be exactly the same as his, but opposite way. So it's going to be a mirrored image. Ooh, I just realized we forgot his tail. Let's go ahead and do his little tail before we move over to her. It's going to look like a mini Christmas stocking, I guess. It's a little Christmas stocking, kind of like maybe a boomerang shape. So we're going to come over here and do a little L shape, rounded L shape. Same thing on this side, right on the other side of the leg. Bring it around and then close it out on the top with a slight rounded edge. Like that. So it's kind of looking like a little Christmas stocking. A little bit. All right, now we can go ahead and move over to her. So let's get started with her again. We're going to start with the same process. We're going to do the snout. The only difference is that she's not going to have an open mouth like his. She's going to have hers closed out, and her eyes are going to be closed. Her eyes are going to be kind of winking or closed. She's just in the moment. She's happy. She's in love. She doesn't need to open her eyes. So let's go ahead and do the same nose. So right here, about to the same length or same path as his, just do a little triangle, rounded edges, like that. We're going to do the same hooks again, but remember this time no open mouth. So we're going to go to the left, to the right, and I am going to add a little chin line, just a small chin line right on the bottom. There we go. We're going to do the same exact thing that we did for him with this outside border for the mouth. So we're going to go from the nose, kind of go behind his cheek, because remember her head is going to be laying behind his. His is layered on top of hers. So we're going to have to go behind his cheek, back around, and down to the bottom. Like that. Same thing over here. Bring this around and connect it to the bottom. So that would be the snout. Add a little line just to the backside to show that that's the actual face, kind of like what this part would be. So that would be her jawline, bloop, right there. All right, all right. Let's do the eyes. The eyes, again, are closed. So they're just going to be rainbows with eyelashes. So the first eye is kind of hiding right behind his. So it's more like a half rainbow curve coming out from the right. Or from the left of his face. And then the other one is going to be a full rainbow curve with 3 eyelashes. 1, 2, 3, right at the end. Look at that. Super cute. Same little nose crinkle right here. We're going to do that little nose wrinkle, crinkle, bend, fold. I'm not sure what it is, but that little texture line right on top of the nose. All right. Next, we're going to do a big old bow. I love bows on my characters. They look adorable. You'll get to know me and how I love ice cream and bows. Ice cream and bows are one of the most common things you'll find in a lot of my drawings. So let's go ahead and do that bow right here. We're going to start with an oval right here in the middle. And then we're going to layer this first bow, the first side of the bow, behind him. So just bring a rainbow curve up to his mohawk. And then another happy face curve to the bottom. Like that. All right. Let's do the same thing over here. Let's go to the left. And this time bring it around. And then back up. Boop. And we got a bow. Now let's make our bow look like it's folded. So all we have to do is come from the top of this circle, bring it up to the corner on each side, and your bow now looks like it is actually folded. You can even do little texture lines right in here, make it a little more depth in there, whatever you like, whatever floats your boat. In this case, whatever floats your otter. All right, let's go ahead and do the little head shape. We're going to do some fuzziness here. So from the bottom of the bow, bring this out into 3 triangles to the left. So start creating a curve, go down into our first triangle number 1, triangle number 2, triangle number 3. Kind of make it go the opposite direction just to give it some little curves, some little messiness. And then close out the jawline like that. Oh, she looks adorable. I love her. Let's give her a little ear just like his. Very small ear. It's a rainbow curve going up to the bow right here, followed by the inner curve. Boop. Perfect. All right, and now let's go to the body. We're doing the same exact steps as this one. So if you remember how we did all this, let's reapply that to this side, but working the opposite direction. So we're going to do the same exact little bend of the arm, come from the jawline and do 2 triangles. 1, 2. Let's do the C-shaped curve to create that elbow into a triangle. And then we have the bottom of the arm right here. We got the top of the arm right here. The same curve that we have for that inner belly line, we're going to do that right here on top of that arm. And then the little bubble for the paw. So just come around here and create a little bubble. And of course the toe lines. There you go. Super cute. Oh, I love this little couple. They're so adorable. Now we're going to have her arm right behind his so that they're holding hands. So right here under the jaw, again, 2 triangles. Number 1, number 2, and close it out to the back like that. Now, if you have extra space down here and you want a tiny little bit to pop out just to make it look like it's the tip of her little paw, go for it. My Sharpie's really thick, so you can't really tell too much, but you can go ahead and add a tiny little bump at the end, bring it back around, and you got yourself an arm. All right. We're going to do the little curvature right here. I want their hips to be touching. So the same curve that we did here, we're going to do for her, but make sure that little line goes right on top of his. Touch that hip and curve it into the foot right here. All right. The foot's going to be a nice, cute little oval, just like his, all the way around. All right, let's do that back side right here for her. So we got 2 triangles. We're actually only going to do 2 on hers instead of 3. Kind of make it a tiny little bit different. So bring this out into number 1, number 2, and curve it inwards like that. So we have that curve of the body going in. All right, let's go ahead and do the second little foot. So big old oval going all the way around. There we go. And close out the bottom with a small little happy face curve like that. Look how cute they look. Oh, I love it. Let's do the inner belly just like we did for him. So we're going to follow the same shape of our body all the way around. Go down to the bottom here. That, and bring it all the way up. There we go. Looking so cute. I love it. Let's do the paw prints as well. 1, 2, 3. All right. Look how cute. Let's do a little paw right here. And let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And a little paw right here. There we go. All right, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Let's do the tail, the same style that we have for him, but facing to the right. So we're going to have a small little L-shaped curve going out to the right. Same thing over here. L-shaped curve, and then connect it on the bottom with a slight little bump. Boop. And you got yourself a tail. Look at that. They are adorable. But that's not it. We got to finish out the final touch. Let's really make it look like they're sitting on the water. They are floating on something, right? So right here, I'm just going to come all the way around and create a big old wave effect. Like if this is the water, this is the little pond or the little ocean part that they're sitting on along the coastline. They're hanging out. Or if you don't want them to be on water, if you want them to be hanging out on the grass, you can make this grass lines. You can create little flowers. You can create kind of like if you were doing a view from looking up and down, much like the view you're looking at right here. Your camera angle's looking straight down. You can have the tops of little flowers all around the sides. You could do whatever you want with this. Absolutely go crazy with it. You can add a little lines, little texture lines, just to make it look like there's waves around here. Of course, add some shadows, add some highlights when you get this colored, and you can have this amazing water effect going all around them. All right, guys, that's it. This is the official outline of our sea otters. Oh my gosh, I love them. They're so adorable. I would love to see yours, so please take pictures, send them my way, post them on social media, use hashtag drawfullyfun when you post it, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you are, hashtag drawfullyfun. I'll check them out. You can also submit your fan art to my website. If you are viewing this video now, my website probably is not up and running just yet, but it is in the works. It is under construction. Depending on when you're watching this video, it may already be up and running. So check out the website www.drawfullyfun.com. Submit your fan art there. And of course, the final reveal, guys. This is your completed version. All right, guys, you know the drill. If you liked what we did here, go ahead and hit that big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell so you can get notified of all of my future content. And of course, until the next time, happy creating.